Right, good morning, two-stroke turbo fans. It's another lovely November day. It's cold and clammy. It's not too bad. At least it's not pouring down rain. Stella's surveying the parking lot as a good dog should. She protects me from anybody stealing and walking away with any microcars. She's not much of a guard dog at all. She likes to play and chase squirrels. Okay, I'm looking at my lot. I've got a little bit of free time today. I got to fix a car. We have company coming into town. I have to get one of these junkers ready. And you think that's not funny, but I think this one here, I've got the radiator core support out here pickling in the weather. The E-coat is probably gonna all fall off of this thing. I got to get it painted and get it on the car. I think I can, I don't know. I'm thinking about this. I got to get the radiator in here. I got to get this frame support back in. See if I can make a good car out of this. Loan it to somebody or let somebody borrow it or what have you. Just make some use of it. It's just been sitting here at the shop for the last 8 years, 10 years. I don't know. Should be on the road. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Okay. We put a little Civic battery in here. Let's check the oil. It's got some oil on the stick. Should probably change that. It's about 10 years old. I can't believe that the gas in this car is 10 years old. Looks other than leaves and things and ugly front. Let's drop this hood. It's really bent. It's all smashed. Ow. Pinch your fingers. Hope it starts. Still has a really nice interior. Oh, and there's a cobweb. It's been sitting here for a while. It seems to be the theme of a lot of my cars. It's lights on the dash. It's in gear. Hopefully the clutch works. Bada bing. The trunk is open. Okay, let's drive it in the shop. Ooh. Here we go. Will it move? Ooh, clutch is a little funny. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Pulling all the bushes. The trunk is stuck in the bushes in the back there. All right, let's give this old girl some life. Some love, some life. It's a good running car. Hate to waste a good car. Okay, on the bumps there. Seat belt. Clock works. All the air conditioning things. Okay, good. We don't have a radiator, so we're gonna turn it off and probably should take the key out so we don't lock ourselves out. Okay. What's up with the trunk back here? Oh, there's roller bushes were in the trunk. I heard them rip. Okay. All right, some parts. All right, let's see what we can do for this old 94 Honda Accord with rear disc brakes. It's kind of unusual. It's a special option. Okay, so Stella's back in her little bed after I had to chase her down this morning because she ran after somebody, which is kind of a bummer. And we are working on our gold Honda. We've got the whole core support, radiator core support stripped down to nothing. You can see how bent it is on the lower part. That's actually what pushed me over the edge. I need a nice straight spot for the radiator to sit. And I don't know if I'm going to cut pieces out of this and weld this one on. I'm not sure. The edges are pretty good. I could bolt the new one to these pieces, but then I got to cut up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But this car was equipped with a block heater, which I was surprised. We don't usually have those in this climate area, and a power steering cooler. So I've got to get this on that. So I'm going to work on that. This one is, I just could not figure out how to get that bent back, and that's nice. So for $100, I think it's worth it. I just got to figure out how to put these two together. So the problem is, if you're wondering why I just don't put this one on, this is completely spot welded all around the frame on there, same thing, spot welded all the way along there. I don't know how I can cut that easily, get in there and get those spot welds out. It's really spot welded. I don't make it easy, I guess, and I'm not a body guy, but I need to get that on here, this new core support on there, and I'm going to do my best. Okay, so things got to look worse before they get better, right? So I cut out the center section of my core support, which is right here now. It's all bent. Now I'm working on flattening this. I got to trim around here, trim that off so I can bolt the new one on. It bolts through here and then through the edges. So I'm just going to keep trimming. Good practice, right? Okay, so I've been trimming for a little while. I do have the new core support just placed there. It sort of overlaps the old one. I'm going to use the brackets and the bolts for the bumpers to pull this in. I have to finagle the fender tops. Everything else sort of lines up. It's kind of amazing, actually. I've got to get the air conditioning evaporator or condenser core lined up. The power steering lines need to come back out. But I've got a nice smooth top now. Which is nice. And I may try to paint this gold. I don't have the right color. I have a gold, but I don't know if anyone's even noticed that's black behind there. Maybe. We're working on it. Okay, and just like that, I have a brand new, shiny, kind of an ostentatious gold. Does not match the champagne color of the car at all, but it's better than black, I think. I wanted to put some paint on it so that it would not rust from the e-coat. Everything went back together fine. I've got to hook up my power steering, which comes around the front here, the cooler, and this air conditioning line snapped off, which is a bummer. Right there, you can see. I bent the air conditioning condenser, condenser evaporator back into place, and now I have a place I can actually put my radiator. That was the big problem, is the radiator supports on the bottom were not good. So we're going to build this thing back up. Here we go. Hang tight. Get some popcorn. All right, so we're cleaning up our tools here a little bit. We've got the front end back on, the latch on, although it's a bit dented, the horns, the lights, and I've checked to make sure those are working. I still have to put the power steering pump cooler on and get the headlights in, and oh, I got the hood on. So this is it's a blue hood with a maroon underside on a gold car. We've got a lot of colors going on here, but at least it's straight and it seems to connect. So that's happening. Let's go see if we get the bumper and the bumper cover on and what that looks like. It's probably going to look terrible, but we'll see. You're in your little bed. You gonna give me a little yawn? Oh, that's a good girl. We're working on the Honda car today. We're trying to revive this thing. We're sorting through all the old parts. I've got a radiator in here someplace. Got the radiator fans, turn signal lights, headlights, a blue grill. Let's see what kind of progress we've been making. Well, would you look at that? There's the bumper. Here's the bumper support. Horns are on. Lights are all wired. Power steering cooler is in place the way it should be. Holy cow, we're actually getting someplace. Just got to bolt it all together. Hope it all works. That gold was really ostentatious, but now it's being diminished with all the stuff I'm adding to it. So it'll be fine. Okay, bumper cover is fitted and we have lights flashing. Stella, what a good puppy. Okay, so it's the end of the day. Stella's telling me that dog food awaits us at home. Not me so much, but for Stella, that's a big deal. And what do we got here? We've spent a couple hours on this car today. Need to do some polishing. We've got a blue hood on a gold car, and we've got a bright gold radiator core support. And we got the hood back on. Let's see if it pops. Pull the handle down here and we'll see what happens. Hey, pops with authority. We got the latch all working good. We did find that we have to repair some of these wires. These wires here got smashed in the crash and that might be why the horn doesn't work. The horn do not work. Oh, I got to show you something else. Let's open this hood. Let's get our prop rod up there, like that. We put in a 3-core aluminum radiator. I figured why not? So we got that hooked up and set in there. Unfortunately, the air conditioning does not work. There's holes in it. And the headlights are pretty broken. I might splurge for some new ones. Same with the side markers. And washer bottle. Washer bottle's a little broken, but we got something. We got a car that we can actually drive now. Got to clean the underside of the hood. Maybe repaint the hood. Repaint the trunk because it's peeling. The clear coat is peeling there, that is. But Stella, you want to go for a ride in the new car? Oh, not quite yet. But there we go. We got something. We got a car that actually looks fairly decent. Still have a little tidying up to do, but better than just sitting out there for 10 years, not knowing what to do with it. Now we have something that will work. We can loan it to our friends or family for the holidays, and I won't feel bad. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. We want to go home. I forgot a couple things. We got our grill on. Well, sort of. And we might have to adjust our gaps here. Adjust our hood gap, Stella? Or do you want to go home? You want to go home? Oh, you do.